was listening to Jay Shetty's podcast for about 4 years, and there was an episode with Radhanath Swami, and they spoke about this place.
Oh, wow.
And I just left my very corporate job. I used to work in venture capital, private equity. It's a very cutthroat industry, and I really didn't like the company I worked for.
I don't know what any of those words mean. It's not
Venture
important right now,
capital.
but it's,
You know, you're so old.
Investment.
It doesn't even mean anything. It's like we're too old to even figure it out.
It's investments. Some people with a lot of money and that's
Trying to make more.
Trying to make more money, a lot of power and greed in the industry. But I didn't really fit in. They used to call me the hippie of the office, and I then I left the company. I didn't really like it. So
the hippie of the office means you care about people.
exactly.
Care about people, don't want to be stressed out.
Yeah, exactly.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Eco-Village in beautiful Maharashtra, India. This is Wisdom of the Sages, a Bhakti Yoga podcast with your host, Raghunath, and co-host and senior educator at the Bhakti Center, New York City, Coast Dubadas. Welcome to the show. It's Monday. Good morning. Happy Monday, January 5th, 2026. This is episode 1717. Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Monday. We used to call it Makeover Monday.
We called it Wear Your Merch Monday.
Then we called it Wear Your Merch, and then we got a little more materialistic. We're like, wear your merch. I like to Makeover Monday because, sometimes you get caught up in everything we did last week. We weren't necessarily happy with where you're at, perhaps.
Right.
So, it's like a new day.
What if you're happy where you're at?
And it's a do-over.
Maintain Monday?
Maintain Monday. Yeah. Maintain it. Turn it up Monday. Things are going beautifully.
Absolutely beautiful.
We went for a beautiful morning. Me and Pranapriya and Kaylee Lalita went for a beautiful temple tour. They had a grand opening of this temple, but it didn't officially open. They just gave us a little peek.
Okay.
But Radhanath Swami brought us through this morning and just showed us the whole temple. Incredible darshan here. It's incredible what they're building in only a year.
Yeah, it's just a testament to how things work here is that they grow, right? It's like it's hard to describe the temple, but it's kind of like almost indoor-outdoor, right? It's under a roof. There's like a small temple under that roof that you can circumambulate if you want, and they had this open space. There's no walls.
It's almost like a spaceship.
It looks like a spaceship with the open walls.
Yeah.
But there wasn't enough room because now so many thousands of people come here. So they had to make it bigger. So they kept that temple that's right in the middle, that sanctum sanctorium there, and they built a towering ceiling over it, right?
Yeah,
it's like massive,
like you're under Govardhan Hill. That's what it's.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. It's a huge. They have these huge beams that go so high.
And it's got no walls, but they've got these sort of like thick, see-through curtains that come down during monsoon season.
I had no idea about that.
To protect the wooden floor. They have beautiful,
right.
like some type of beautiful hardwood floor in there too.
Teak wood.
Yeah. So anyway, it was quite impressive, and
it's somehow simple but ornate. It's like they just hit the right balance.
And also just like having one leader. I hate to say it.
It works.
It's about having one leader. It's like
Raghunath's trying to take over the podcast.
Just one leader is all you need. You don't need two.
It's kind of the way that it works.
and a fleet of organized, incredible managers.
Yeah.
Who are completely selfless. It's unbelievable the team they have here.
Yeah. That's a beautiful temple now.
Yeah.
All right.
And they built like condos for devotees to live in.
Many people want to live here.
And they sold them out before they were built.
I'm sure they did.
I mean, and they're very nice. And they overlook the beautiful mountains, the temple. I mean, me and Pranapriya are thinking of staying here for another month. We're going to go to Goa and do the Goa thing. And they're so hospitable. I was like, just awkward. We like to get some time in the sun.
get
It's healthy.
Better
He's like,
association.
Harry Priya was like, well, you can get sun here. We got a whole pool. You just sit on the sun as much as you want to your job in the sun. I was like, okay, that's a good point.
All right.
I was like, but in Goa, you can get like nice salads. And she's
They
like,
got
well,
salad.
you want a salad? We'll make you a salad. I was like, all right, check that one off. What else do you want? Go for a walk. We can do that. I guess that's all I want.
Ocean?
I don't care. Truthfully, it's not like I'm doing laps in the ocean. I like get wet, get out, sit in the sun, get some sunshine.
They have an Ayurvedic. If you want some kind of like therapy by going to the ocean, they got an Ayurveda center here.
Yeah, they have a really nice river.
They
That's
do.
where they're building these beautiful ghats by the river. You could jump in the river. It's very clean.
Very nice.
So anyway,
So all going on.
After Mayapur, we're gonna head back here.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, we might take a little day pilgrimage. Me and Pranpriya and Haripriya to
Nasik.
Nasik. This is where Supernica got her nose cut off.
Oh,
you guys been there? Grace, you been there? You have. You haven't. You like Nasik? Is it pretty, charming, or just like an Indian city? Okay, so Grace got insiders tour. So if we go with Haripriya, she'll know the way around Nasik. Nasik's one of the 4 places where they have the Kumbh Mela.
Yeah. Nasik, Ujjain, Haridwar, and Vrindavan, or Mathura.
No.
They do.
Prayag.
I'm at Prayag, but they had 1 year they had something in Vrindavan.
They have Mela. They have these things.
They had some Kumbh Mela thing. That's right. Yeah, of course, Haridwar. Okay.
Anyway,
why don't we get the show going here?
You know what else I learned today?
What?
From Radhanath Swami. Very wise information disseminated. I think my daughter will like this. Hens are the embodiment of compassion and humility. That's what he said about chickens. Hens. I said, why do you say that? He goes, they are. They'll give up their life for their babies. But not only their babies, they will take on other babies. Like right now, they have a hen that hatched 2 peacock eggs and takes care of these baby peacocks like they're her own.
No.
Like they're her own. So we're going to experiment with this. I have a peacock lady.
Okay.
Who gets lots of eggs, and we have hens, and we're going to give her some little...
Well, I hope they'll do better than chicken kastuba.
Well, chicken kastuba was a very, very delicate...
No, don't even go there, because...
They are.
Because
Silkies are delicate breeds.
Because Tim O'Reilly chicken went down.
Tim O'Reilly chicken was also a delicate breed. They just drop dead. They just have no. We're having right now. We're having our fact checker check that out. What does it say about silkies?
Yeah, silkies are more delicate.
Silkies are delicate than most breeds. More delicate than most breeds.
Why'd you take them on then?
They were beautiful. It's a beautiful little crazy
for about a week and a half.
Wig. I didn't think it was that delicate. I think it was a choke on its own saliva.
All right. Okay. Pranapriya. No announcement. We're here tomorrow and the next day. Tomorrow and the next day, 6 a.m. We're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe we used to do this. Like,
yes.
We have a lot on our plate when the training's going on.
Yeah.
I cannot believe we used to do this every day.
You're getting soft.
Run a training. I'm getting softer. I'm just getting like, yeah, maybe I'm getting soft. Or I was just like exhausting myself to my wits' end.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's keep this moving here.
I
think we have a special.
I am keeping it moving.
I think we have a special guest to come on for a few minutes here.
Who?
I think we have Grace coming on. Right?
Grace, you coming on?
Let's bring on Grace.
Hey, Grace, come on down, Grace. You want me to get up? You want to get up?
Yeah, I could. Should I just get up? Would that be the easiest way to do it, or should I just bring the mic like this?
Yeah, bring the mic like this. This is Grace from England,
She's been on the show when we were here last year.
Yeah, we meet her at the. We have these people that we meet on a regular basis here. Yeah. Our January people, and Grace is one of them. Grace, what's a little about your story again?
Yeah, so I think I was last here with you guys about a year ago. I'm from the UK. I first came to GEV about 2 years ago, the end of November 2023. I'd never heard about the Hare Krishnas.
You just came to like an eco-village?
Yeah, I came here because
Surprise.
actually I was listening to Jay Shetty's podcast for about 4 years, and there was an episode with Radhanath Swami, and they spoke about this place.
Oh, wow.
And I just left my very corporate job. I used to work in venture capital, private equity. It's a very cutthroat industry, and I really didn't like the company I worked for.
I don't know what any of those words mean. It's not
Venture
important right now, but
capital.
it's,
You know, you're so old.
It's investment.
It doesn't even mean anything. It's like we're too old to even figure it out.
It's yeah, investment. Some people with a lot of money and that's
You're trying to make more.
trying to make more money, a lot of power and yeah, greed in the industry. But I didn't really fit in. They used to call me the hippie of the office, and I then I left the company. I didn't really like it, so
hippie of the office means you care about people.
exactly.
Care about people, don't want to be stressed out.
Yeah, exactly. I used to
Occasionally wore sneakers.
yeah. I was like, but is this kind? Are we ever gonna help this person? And they were like, we don't care about that, Grace.
Oh, really?
Although that was written into their if you go to their website.
Yeah. On their website it said, oh, we care about integrity, honesty, all these different things. And I was like, yeah, me too. But it seems like you don't. So anyway, I left my job. I thought I'd take a break and I'd come and do something that would be nourishing for myself. And I was drawn to come to India. And I remembered this episode I'd listened to with Radhanath Swami, and they spoke about this place. I'd always been interested in sustainability as well. I was always kind of involved in that at work and different things. And so I came here, and I then came to do actually a Vedic philosophy course. I was always interested in philosophy. And probably about 5 years ago, I was thinking, why are we all here? What's the purpose of everything? And I thought, I think that we're here to love and be loved. I had this realization. I thought, oh, this is it. I think we're here to love and be loved. And I wrote those words, we are here to love and be loved, on a little board in my bedroom at home. And then in my first week here, I had an amazing philosophy teacher, Nimai Leela Prabhu.
What do you say? There is no such thing as love in the material world.
And he was talking about the nature of the soul, and he said the nature of the soul is to love and be loved. Ooh. And he wrote those exact words.
That's a Krishna miracle.
We are here to love and be loved. And I thought, wow, I thought that, I knew that. Yeah,
inherently knew it.
Yeah, it was amazing. I had all these moments where this kind of thing kept happening. So I was meant to come for 2 weeks, and I ended up staying in the end for 5 months.
Wow.
Here, and I ended up doing a few yoga teacher training courses, and then I was volunteering, and kept coming back here. I traveled around to amazing places like Vrindavan and Mayapur, all with devotees, Rishikesh, and a few other places in India. And then at the end of my time here, I thought, this is it. I want to do this. I'm here to serve Srila Prabhupada.
Wow.
And so then I ended up meeting with Gauranga Prabhu, who's the director here, and he said, yeah, you can come back next year. So then last year and this year I've come back, and I've staying for like 5 months each winter to do some service here. So
nice.
Yeah.
But what about your corporate job? Do you still work there? Do you have another job?
No. So yeah, no.
You get paid now.
When
Are you like independently wealthy?
You are a hippie.
Just walking around, playing tambourine on the streets.
That's it, just busking. No. No, yeah, when I go back, I work for my family business. Actually, my parents have got a business. They've got a manufacturing company. They make toothbrushes and toothpaste. Very unique. So I work for them on like administrative things. So I do some from them from here, and then I work for them full time when I'm back in the summer.
Now, did you break it to your parents that you're hanging out with the Hare Krishnas? How did that go?
Yeah, I did. It was interesting because I'd never heard the words Hare Krishna, or I'd never heard about the Hare Krishnas before I came here, but my parents had. So when my mum was 16, 17, she used to live near London. And she said every single weekend she used to go into London, and she'd always see the devotees on the street.
The Harrys, they called them there in England, right?
The Harrys, yeah.
Wow.
She's like, oh, I saw the Harrys like jumping around, singing and dancing in their like yellow or orange outfits with their robes. Yeah, and anyway, so my parents, I think they're not. I'm not really from a spiritual family. They're not religious. but they've got good values, and they're really nice people. They're kind people, and they love me. So I feel loved that actually they accept me for who I am and what I'm wanting to do. So I don't think they quite understand. But I actually just found out last night. My mum messaged me saying they want to come here. They're planning to come at the start of February, so they want to come and visit.
Okay, you know what? I'm going through some personal issues. If I may share them with both of you,
Please.
I'm about to
What
be.
did you just trigger in Rugged?
You just triggered. You know what? Triggered. Your parents are coming here. I was like, oh, your old parents are coming. I'm about to find out that your parents are younger than me. Hold on one second. See, I'm about to turn the corner here. In January 11th. I'm about to become 60.
That makes this your birthday week starting.
This is my birthday week. It can start. It can start today. You're gonna keep going for the rest of the month. You can even steamroll over Kostiva's birthday, which is on the 31st. Just ignore that one.
That'll be the last day of your birthday celebration. Like my birthday.
And then we're gonna stop that tradition completely. Maybe we'll revive it next year. Anyway, my point is this: I'm really confronting off with some, that chapter's over, Raghunath. I didn't mean to steal your whole show here.
Please.
But I'm curious, how old are your parents?
My parents are
half your age.
30. No, I'm just joking. They're 65 and 67.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'm okay. My heart just started beating back to normal pace again.
Yes. Yes, but yeah, it's amazing, really. Actually, they wanted to come last year, and I think it's all Radhanath Swami's prayers. He asked me about 6 or 7 times, saying, "When are your parents coming? When are your parents coming?"
I bet they like it. You know, if you can just literally get them on the plane, put them in a hotel, a regular, Marriott hotel, then put them in a taxi, take them straight here. They don't even have to go into the rest of India. Put them in this beautiful, what do you call those, like snow globes? It's like it's just like protected bubble of beauty. They'll be great. They'll do great.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it'll be a nice experience. They'll appreciate this place, appreciate the devotees, and understand me a bit more, I think, which is nice.
I like nice families. Mara's got a nice family too. Tony, sister Allie, all her brothers and sisters are completely like balanced, logical. Pranpriya's like, let's have a vegan Christmas. They're all like, yeah, let's have a vegan Christmas.
Wow, I don't think my parents would do that.
Because I'm the one cooking it.
I know, but still,
Oh, actually, yeah, I can understand that. I was always at home. I cook when I'm at home. I cook.
If I say let's have a vegan Christmas with my family, they'll be like, why don't you just not come to Christmas? Why are you gonna ruin it for all of us? No, they wouldn't come. My family would not come. If I say come to a vegan, first of all, none of them have never even come to my house. Yeah.
When's the last time?
Invite them, Ish.
Kind of invited them.
Ish.
Should have a home.
They know I live somewhere.
Ay. So, you ever listen to our podcast?
Yeah, I do. But I only met you guys, I guess, 2 years ago for the first time.
Okay.
And then, I listened to it periodically. Not
offended. Not offended.
But
periodically. What does periodically mean exactly? Once every.
Really?
But actually, I've met so many people in the UK. Now I spent more time in the London community. There's so many people I've met who know about Wisdom of the Sages and have come through Wisdom of the Sages, which is amazing. Yeah, and I think it's such a nice platform. I mean, for me, I came to Bhakti through a podcast, so I think this for me is I really support this is such a nice way to reach more people.
Jay Shetty and myself were saying it's the Brihat Mridanga. Social media, podcast. This is like the equivalent of 100 years ago or more. They'd have the printing press, and it was the first time you could spread Vedic knowledge. Now you can have Vedic knowledge going viral. You have a great story. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
I'm glad your parents have a business just to sort of keep you going in the downtime, so you can just save your money and come back here.
Yeah. Who knows what the future will hold, but I do love it here. I hope to keep coming back.
Trying to pull her into the wisdom of the sages administration here too.
Oh, all right. Okay. What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'd be happy to be a part of this.
All right. You're in. How about that? We're pretty easy as far as vetting goes.
Could you go get me some sugarcane juice?
Sure, right on it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Are you having a great time this year?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's always so special.
Andrew Jumnaswamy comes today.
Yeah.
Achyuta Gopi comes today.
They're here.
Oh, they're here.
I think there's a kirtan with them this evening.
You know, it's past our bedtime. We go to bed like at 8:45 or 9 o'clock, and they start at 8:30 because we have 5:30 a.m. morning program. But
Yeah. The late one.
yeah, but anyway, enjoy. Let us know how it goes, and thanks for being on the show again.
Thanks so much for having me.
Keep up the good work, Grace.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Grace, so nice.
Grace. Nice devotees.
Nice, good-natured, competent, intelligent, got it together.
Well, we're
good
not sure of
mood.
that yet. We don't even know her. We just say hi to her. We don't know if she's competent.
She wouldn't be working
I
so
don't-
much with Garanga Prabhu if she was.
Oh, she works with Garanga. Okay.
Yeah.
Competent.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Bhagavatam?
Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudirayat. Before reciting the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, which is our very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and to Srila Vyasudeva, the author. Nasta prayesha bhadreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya, bhagavati utamashloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki, by regular attendance in classes in the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees. All that is troublesome to the heart will become eradicated, and loving service to the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, will be established as an irrevocable fact.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
I was born in the darkness of ignorance. My teachers are opening my eyes. With the torchlight of knowledge, I offer my obeisances at their lotus feet. Reading from the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter, what does that say?
16.
16, Text 24.
All right, where were we? Where were we?
Bhagasura,
No.
Bhakasura.
I could try Kāliya Sura. It's Kāliya serpent. Krishna is
Oh, we're at Kāliya?
yeah,
Oh,
current
yeah, we're talking about dragons, remember?
yes, he's Krishna is caught up in the coils, bitten on the chest. Everybody's freaking out.
Trivia question. What, according to Bhakti Thakur, what does Kāliya represent?
Oh, and you know I knew this. He's toxic. Toxic masculinity. Yeah,
I think
pride, envy.
Pride and envy.
Pride and
right,
envy.
Radha? I think it's envy. And check that out.
I think it's a few things like pride, envy, and something else. It's kind of
Toxic
a grab
man.
bag. Yeah.
Want to hear something crazy? Side note.
Oh yeah.
Radha Swami showed me in Pranapriya these pictures of 9 months ago. They just acquired Bhakti Thakur's family
Oh
house.
yeah.
Did you know that?
I knew that 9 months ago.
You knew that 9 months ago. You knew that the day they got it.
Look, he's getting upset now. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to one up you or anything like that.
But you totally did. Anyway, forget it.
No.
Oh, forget it. Oh, forget it. Oh, you know, just
No,
well,
let's
maybe
hear
they
it.
don't know.
Yeah,
So I'll tell them.
please, share.
Well, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, great acharya, great master poet, a songwriter, inspirational figure in our movement, practically popularized the whole Krishna consciousness movement, put it back on track when it went off track. The father of Prabhupada's guru had 10 children, and he was a very wealthy man. He was a high court judge, had this big, beautiful estate right in downtown Calcutta. And it was sort of like in disrepair. One of like the ancestors had lived in a few of the rooms, and they basically just bolted up the rest of it, and the whole thing was sort of falling apart.
Mm.
And the lady was old, and she said, this from what I understand, if you give me a place to live, you could just have this.
Wow.
And they're just renovating it. And it's got Elmiras, locked Elmiras,
Full of treasures.
filled with like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's treasures, personal diaries, songbook. Like, did you know this, Grace? See, okay, thank you. Yeah, it's like a treasure trove of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. God knows what else could be in that house, you know.
Yeah, it's all kind of treasures.
Yeah.
And they did such a nice job of restoring Ulta Dunga, another important place in Calcutta. So I'm sure they'll do a super beautiful job with this
Yeah.
and become a place to visit.
Yeah. I mean, and these are going to leave legacies for forever.
Sure.
This is like, you know, what we are American equivalent to like Monticello.
I don't even know what Monticello is, but
Thomas Jefferson's house.
oh, okay.
You know,
See, you knew that. I didn't.
let's go. Text 24. His coils. So we're talking about the snake
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah.
His coils tormented by the expanding body of the Lord. Kāliya released him.
Oh, let's go back one verse because we really get the mood here.
The Lord remained for some time within the coils of the serpent, imitating the behavior of an ordinary mortal. Like he was struggling.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you had like a snake wrapped around you.
No.
Sort of horrible. But when he understood that the women, children, and other residents of his village of Gokul were in acute distress because of their love for him, their only shelter and their only goal of life, he immediately rose up from the bonds of the Kāliya serpent. His coils tormented by the expanding body of the Lord, Kāliya released him. Right? Imagine if you got this, you're wrapped around Krishna, but Krishna starts expanding his body. It's going to hurt your snaky body. And in great anger, the serpent then raised his hoods high and stood still, breathing heavily. His nostrils appeared like vessels for cooking poison, and the staring eyes in his face like firebrands. Thus the serpent looked at the Lord. Again and again, Kāliya licked his lips with his bifurcated tongues.
Terrifying.
As he stared at Krishna with a glance full of terrible poisonous fire. But Krishna playfully circled around him, just as Garuda would play with the snake. In response, Kāliya also moved about, looking for an opportunity to bite the Lord. I once almost stepped on a cobra.
I hate to say this, but I did step on a snake.
Was it a cobra?
It wasn't a cobra.
Or was it a gardener snake?
It wasn't a cobra. I don't know
was
what it was. I don't know.
You just were like, whoa.
I stepped on it and it felt bare feet.
Oh, squishy, gross.
Well, I stepped on it, it felt squishy, and then I heard a hiss. Yeah, and then I turned around, and it scooted off. I think it was good that it's in bare feet. I think it meant I landed. I probably let up a little quicker than I would have if I was wearing shoes and didn't come down as hard as I could have.
That, but this.
Yes.
What do you say to me?
Not only that.
Not only that, but this. I was a new devotee, and I was in Vrindavan, and I was walking on the Parikram Marg, and you know, right when you pass the Varaha temple on the right, and then you can go towards Madha Mohan or take a left and go to Shabari Muni's ashram.
You're talking about in Vrindavan?
In Vrindavan,
okay.
In actual Vrindavan in 1988.
Okay.
So it's right after the rainy season. I'm walking barefoot, and I never went towards Shabari Muni's ashram before. So I started walking out, and all of a sudden, a cobra just came right up.
Really?
Like up with his hoods and his bifurcated tongue.
Oh.
Yeah. And I just went like one of those Fred Flintstone running but not going anywhere. Like super duper scary.
Imagine this Kāliya in there. He's like huge. He's got many heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having severely depleted the serpent's strength with his relentless circling, Sri Krishna, the origin of everything, pushed down Kāliya's raised shoulders and mounted his broad serpentine heads. Thus, Lord Sri Krishna, the original master of fine arts, began to dance his lotus feet, deeply reddened by the touch of the numerous jewels upon the serpent's head. So you have like Krishna, sort of like, you can imagine a multi-headed serpent, and Krishna stepping with his lotus foot on one of the heads, pushing it down. Another head comes up to bite Krishna. Krishna lifts his other leg, steps on that. Another head comes to bite him. He lifts the first foot, steps on that head. So it almost looks like he's doing this dance. So this is how Krishna gets the name Nataraj. Usually we think of Lord Shiva as Nataraj doing the dance of destruction. But this, we find Krishna is actually a very beautiful dancer as he's dancing on the head of Kāliya.
And here the tension is finally released, right? It was building, building, building. Oh my God, poor Krishna. Krishna's going to die. Krishna's going to be killed.
Well, you still think he's going to get bit, but every time Krishna's very expert at dance. I mean, generally, if someone's like fighting another person, it's usually strenuous, exhausting. When Krishna fights this gigantic serpent, it's quite lovely.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. It's sort of like a Bruce Lee and 10 guys trying to beat Bruce Lee. It's almost like it's nonchalant. Krishna's just like dancing.
He's dancing.
Seeing the Lord dancing, his servants in the heavenly planets, the Gandharvas, Siddhas, sages, Charanas, and the wives of the demigods immediately arrived there. With great pleasure, they began accompanying the Lord's dancing, by playing a drum such as mridungas, panavas, and anakas. They also made offerings of some songs, flowers, and prayers. So Krishna's like punishing this snake, the snake's thinking I'm fighting him. Krishna's just like, it's nonchalantly punishing him. And they're like, okay, let's turn it into like a drum circle here. And they just start playing musical instruments.
I mean, let's think about this from the perspective of the Devas, right? We know that going way back, Lord Vishnu promised that he would come to help relieve to help give relief to Mother Earth, and to deal with the fear that the Devas were having, of all of these really powerful demonic kings. And they're sending these different they're taking different forms, and including these demonic forms, these demons that are coming to kill Krishna. So then when Krishna was in the womb of Devaki, when she was in the prison, they were all offering prayers, like they knew that's where he's showing up, right? And now he's growing up and manifesting in a form that they can't even imagine, because their understanding of God is Vishnu generally.
Right.
But now this is Vishnu, but my God, look at him. He's like beautiful and charming and fun and artistic, and look at what he's doing now. So it's like he's more beautiful than Cupid. He's more, more attractive. He's doing all these incredibly wonderful things. So for them, imagine what it's like in their hearts, saying like, our Vishnu has come for us, but look how he's come. He's come in a way, and look how he's being loved. And so they all come and they want to celebrate, and so they're like, we'll provide the music, and they just want to witness this.
Well, he doesn't come in this very formal, worship,
not like the Vishnu
at all.
They're used to Vishnu actually sleeping out on the water, and they're just kind of hearing a voice come from that direction.
This looks like a young, charming, attractive,
beautiful
teenager.
Yeah, and not even a teenager.
Not even a teenager.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really a double take. Like, this kid is beautiful.
Yeah, we never can imagine a form like this. So they're eager to witness his pastimes and serve them in whatever way they can, kind of from a distance, but serve those pastimes.
Sure. My dear king, Kāliya had 101 prominent heads.
Prominent.
I didn't realize that. So that means he had some unprominent ones too. Maybe like a little tiny dwarf head, a little one. It didn't really.
That's what it's like when they're fighting for prominence, and like you're connected to the same body.
Lead head.
Yeah.
And the thing is, is it one soul with multiple heads?
I would think so. It's Kāliya the serpent. And then what about all the wives? Maybe it makes it easier to have so many wives.
You know what? I don't want to think this one through. It's like it's too otherworldly. Someone asked me that question today about Ganga throwing the children in the Ganges.
You don't want to think about it?
It's just like, what was the question? Oh, we were trying to figure out, the Kamadhenu, the mystical cow. Like, does the mystical cow give you whatever you want just mystically? Like, I want a plate of pakoras. And the Kamadhenu just gives it to you? Or do you milk it out of the udder?
Well, I believe you hear about that in Mahabharata, right? With Vashishta and...
That's what I'm saying. So Vashishta has a magical cow.
Yeah.
You can get whatever you want. It's a Kamadhenu, means it gives you whatever you desire. So does it just manifest like, I desire a plate of pakoras?
That detail wasn't there?
How they got it out? I'm
Yeah.
not no.
We got to go back and look, I think.
Like they milked it out of another? That's my question. Or did
Okay.
it just like manifest because
Yeah,
you got a magical cow?
I understand your
I
question.
don't like to think those things out too much. It's
Okay.
just like this, and we're gonna let it go. It's a magical cow. You get whatever you want.
I'll
You're
let
supposed
it
to
go.
leave it at that.
I'll let it go.
Okay. So this is one of those things that does have many thinking heads, or the heads in league with each other. Do they turn against each other? You know what I mean?
Do you have some information there? Right, first, okay.
She's looking at her phone like she's doing deep research for us, but she's just like
She's shopping.
she's shopping.
You're shopping.
She's shopping on like Amazon. What's it called? Amazon Basics.
What do they call it here in India? Indian Amazon.
Anyway, my dear Lord, my dear King, Kāliya had 101 prominent heads.
Okay.
That phrase is going to really keep me going.
It's
A
okay. Let it go.
prominent head.
Let it-
And when one of them would not bow down, Lord Sri Krishna, who inflicts punishment on the cruel wrongdoers, would smash that stubborn head by striking it with his feet.
It actually said that. Smash that stubborn head.
Then
That sounds like a takeaway right there.
smash that stubborn head.
Yeah.
When you get a little proud, smash that stubborn head.
We're that stubborn head from Passaic, New Jersey.
That's stubborn. Then, as Kāliya entered his death throes, he began wheeling his heads around and vomiting ghastly blood from his mouth and nostrils.
This was a sign Krishna's winning now.
The serpent thus experienced extreme pain and misery. Exuding poisonous waste from his eyes, Kāliya would occasionally dare to raise up one of the heads, which would breathe heavily with anger. Then the Lord would dance on it and subdue it, forcing it to bow down with his foot. The demigods took each of these exhibitions as an opportunity to worship him, he who is the primeval personality of Godhead, with showers of flowers.
What a vision.
My dear King Cricket, Lord Krishna's wonderful, powerful dancing trampled and broke all of Kāliya's 1,000 hoods. So here it says he has 1,000. Before it said 108 prominent ones.
Prominent.
And not, what do you have, 900 non-prominent, like little peculiar heads,
runts of the
runts of the head litter of the minor heads. Like I wonder if Brahma's heads are all equal size.
I would assume.
He might have one little tiny head.
I would imagine he's got that
One
symmetry.
unprominent head.
Okay. Uh-oh, we're losing him.
You know, when you read the the 10th canto gives a little bit more subtle detail than the Krishna book. I don't remember 101 prominent heads ever in the Krishna book. Maybe it's there. Okay. My dear King Cricket, Lord Krishna's wonderful, powerful dancing trampled and broke all of Kāliya's 1,000 hoods. Then the serpent, profusely vomiting blood from his mouth, finally recognized Sri Krishna to be the eternal personality of Godhead, the supreme master of all moving and non-moving beings, Sri Narayan. Thus, within his mind, Kāliya took shelter of the Lord.
Amazing. Let's see if there's a commentary on that.
So this is pretty interesting here.
Yeah, even before the wives got
Before
involved.
the wives even made this prayer, I thought the wives made them soften, but he's actually saying, you know what? I can't beat this guy.
I'll surrender.
I'll surrender to this guy. And not only that,
He's special.
he's not just like he's more powerful than me.
He's the Lord.
He's actually the Lord. I mean, it takes a pious person to realize that. Commentary. In chapter 16 of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if you don't know, if you're not in the know here, the 10th canto, all of Krishna's appearance to disappearance, his whole life on planet Earth, is summarized in a book called Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which has the commentary sort of woven into the story. And Prabhupada did that first before he finished the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So here, Prabhupada at this point has already left the world. And you have the disciples of Srila Prabhupada writing these commentaries. So we were saying in chapter 16 of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Srila Prabhupada points out that whereas previously Kāliya was vomiting poison, now his poison was exhausted and he began to vomit blood. Thus, he had been cleansed of the vile contamination within his heart that had manifested as serpent's venom. The word smritva, remembering, is very significant here. The wives of Kāliya were actually serious devotees of Lord Krishna, and according to the acharyas, they had often tried to convince their husband to surrender to him. Finally, finding
okay.
himself.
Now hold it one moment. So we were wrong when we said before the wives got involved, because they've been involved in the background for a long time.
Okay. They just didn't mention it in the 10th canto of Prabhupada, sort of. Right?
Yeah, I haven't heard
not
mention of it.
yet.
Yeah, he's just taking information from later and bringing it
forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, finding himself in unbearable agony, Kāliya remembered his wife's advice, okay, and took shelter of the Lord. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that Kāliya's arch rival had traditionally been Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu. But now Kāliya realized that he was fighting an opponent who was thousands of times stronger than Garuda, and who therefore could be only the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, Kāliya took shelter of Lord Krishna.
All right.
Interesting.
How could those wives have been married to him?
That's a good question. Like, they're pious. I mean,
he was powerful. He was influential. Who knows the nature of the rich?
Sometimes women get attracted to the bad boys.
Maybe they weren't attracted to the bad boys. One of the bad boy complexes.
I just know Seinfeld one. You're not the bad boy.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I get it. She likes the bad boy. Exactly what's going through Kastuba's head right now. He's remembering the bad boy episode.
I'm trying to remember some of the lines.
Chewing gum, and he's like,
"You got trouble? What kind of trouble?" Or something like that. It was like one of those ones.
No, he's like chewing gum really fast. He was like, that's when Kramer was doing the bootlegging of the videos, I think. Business.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Kāliya's wives.
When Kāliya's wives saw how the serpent had become so fatigued from the excessive weight of Lord Krishna, who carries the entire universe in his abdomen, and how Kāliya's umbrella-like hoods had been shattered by the striking of Krishna's heels, they felt great distress. With their clothing, ornaments, and hair scattered in disarray, they then approached the eternal personality of Godhead.
It's hard to even imagine that, what exactly that looked like, but please continue.
Purport?
Like, where did they come from? Were they in the water?
Were they snakes? Were they
snakes? Were they
mermaid?
women? Were they half and half? What were they?
Let's hear what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says. According to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Kāliya's wives had been disgusted with their husband because of his demonic activities. They had been thinking, if this atheist is killed by the punishment of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then let him be killed. We will become widows and engage in the worship of the Supreme Lord. But then the ladies noticed Kāliya's facial expressions and other bodily features, and they understood that Kāliya had indeed taken shelter of the Lord within his mind. Seeing that he was manifesting symptoms of humility, remorse, regret, and doubt, they thought, just see how fortunate we are. Our husband has now become a Vaishnava. Therefore, we must now endeavor to protect him. They felt affection for their repentant husband and severe distress because of his miserable position, and thus, all together, they went into the presence of the Supreme Lord.
Oh.
Well, all right. Their minds very much disturbed, those saintly ladies placed their children before them, and then bowed down to the Lord of all creatures, laying their bodies flat upon the ground.
That's always helps also bring compassion. You bring put the children up front.
They desired the liberation of their sinful husband and the shelter of the Supreme Lord, the giver of ultimate shelter, and thus they folded their hands in supplication and approached him. The wives of the Kāliya serpent said, so now we're going to go into some beautiful prayers.
Here we go. What do they say?
They
What
said,
can we learn from what they say?
The punishment of this offender has been subjected. The punishment this offender has been subjected to is certainly just. After all, you have incarnated within this world to curb down the envious and cruel persons. You are so impartial that you look equally upon your enemies and your own sons. For when you impose a punishment on a living being, you know it to be for his ultimate benefit.
Mm.
Continuing on with the prayers of the wives of Kāliya. What you have done here is actually mercy for us, since the punishment you give to the wicked certainly drives away all their contamination. Indeed, because this conditioned soul, our husband,
Let's check that out again, because this is something we can think about in terms of our own lives, right? The punishment that you give to the wicked certainly drives away all their contamination, right? In other words, whatever we go, whatever wickedness is in us, and what we feel as like a punishment in life, whatever difficulties we go through in life, can be understood as a way that's driving out our contamination, right?
sure.
Okay.
I
Indeed.
feel like I have some wickedness left in me.
A little snake in you.
A little maybe a big fat snake, like an anaconda. I don't want to be wicked.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You give to the wicked certainly drives away all their contamination. Indeed, because this conditioned soul, our husband, is so sinful that he has assumed the body of a serpent. Your anger toward him is obviously to be understood as your mercy. So maybe he's not a serpent. Maybe they're not serpents.
Maybe they're not.
Maybe they're just women who live on land.
Maybe he can take other forms. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not always in the Kāliya form.
Speculation.
Yes. Let's see what Madhvacharya says.
Madhvacharya did a commentary here. The punishment the Supreme Lord is meting out to me is actually his causeless mercy.
Hold on. Could you read the whole sentence before that?
Madhvacharya points out that in this connection that when a pious person suffers in this world, he realizes the punishment the Supreme Lord is meting out to me is actually his causeless mercy.
Okay.
Right? So when we get some reversal in life, we don't think, why? It's unfair. We think, you know what? The punishment the Lord is meting out to me, this is his mercy.
I'm like a snake in a deep, dark lake.
Yeah.
Meeting out.
The Lord is meeting out. Perhaps it is. Envious Mara, the private school, has said it's not meting out, it's meeting out. Excuse me for that. Envious. Oh, you're not even certain, and you're correcting me.
Well, it's spelled as meeting out.
Okay. Why don't you look that up? Because if you're wrong, I'm going to dig into it. There's my snake. Meeting out. Okay, you're correct. It's okay to correct me if you're right.
I should have never said that thing about stepping on the snake.
Envious persons, however, even after being punished by the Lord for their purification, continue to envy him and be resentful. And this attitude is the reason for their continued failure to understand the absolute truth.
Okay.
Isn't it true? Every spiritual society will say, you got to forgive, you got to release resentment. You can't go around holding grudges. Your resentment, your complaining will not bring you a better tomorrow.
Just got to let it go.
Text 35. The wives continue. Did our husband carefully perform austerities in a previous life with his mind free of pride and full of respect for others? Is that why you are pleased with him? Or did in some previous existence carefully execute religious activities with compassion for all living beings? And is that why you, the life of all living beings, are now satisfied with him?
Now, what's the name for their prana? Jana prana? What do you think? The life of all living beings. Sarvajivaha, the source of life for all living beings. Sarvajiva.
Want a purport?
Yes.
In this regard, again quoting from the Krishna book, the Nagapatnis confirm that one cannot come in contact with Krishna without having executed pious activities in devotional service in a previous life.
That's why they're saying, what did he do to get this great benefit to get stomped on by you like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. As Lord Chaitanya advised in his Shikshastakam, one has to execute bhakti, devotional service, by humbly chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, thinking oneself lower than straw on the street, and not expecting honor for himself, but offering all kinds of honor to others. The Nagapatnis, right, the wives, were astonished that although Kāliya had the body of a serpent as the result of grievous sinful activities, at that time he was
At the
in
same
contact.
time.
At the same time, he was in contact with the Lord to the extent that the Lord's lotus feet were touching his hoods. Whew. Certainly, this was not an ordinary result of pious activities. These contradictory facts astonished them.
Okay.
Right? His feet, the Lord's feet are on your head.
We don't see him as having done anything to deserve it.
But there's no way he must have done something in a previous life to get the Lord to not only just forgive him, but to sort of march on his head,
Blessing him.
basically bless him.
How did this happen? We can't figure it out, they're saying.
Continuing on. O Lord, we do not know how the serpent Kāliya has attained this great opportunity of being touched by the dust of your lotus feet. For this end, the goddess of fortune performed austerities for centuries, giving up all other desires and observing austere vows.
You know, I think we hear this kind of stuff and we may be somewhat numb to it. In other words, what is the experience of that foot? You know, like what is it like to be so near it and then to have it on your head? And what do you feel when it's there?
Well, if it's Krishna's foot, it's probably sucking up all your bad karma, you know, purifying you, opening your third eye, relieving all anxiety. You know,
Yeah.
Why is that funny?
Opening your third eye.
You don't believe in third eyes?
Raghunath, I didn't say I didn't believe in third eye.
Yeah, you don't think Krishna's foot would open your third eye?
I don't know if I don't even know anything about that. But
okay, well, you have a third eye. It's real.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. It's closed. It's closed. If you want, I'll give you a little. I'll open your third. I'll give you a little Shakti pot if you want it.
But it must be the most amazing experience. I mean, there's nothing in existence that is so beautiful, so soft, so fragrant, and so full of spiritual blessing.
Sure.
So to get that on one's head, you know, they're just saying, my goodness, there's so many things that I've tried to get in this life, but none of them is as satisfying as having that beautiful foot like right there. And
don't misconstrue this with an ordinary foot.
It's
like
not
my
an ordinary.
foot.
Yes, it's not an ordinary.
My foot is, my foot is just like an ordinary foot. Maybe even extraordinarily ordinary. Sometimes.
Extraordinary.
On the plane.
Less than ordinary.
On the plane, I was like, Pranapriya, my feet are swelling. And I just took off my shoes, and she's like, I don't know how to say
Could you
this.
cover those things up?
I don't know how to say this that won't hurt your feelings, but is there any way you could benefit our entire row and aisle and section of the plane? The entire cabin is petitioning me to ask you.
Could we get some extra blankets over here to hide those hideous feet?
Well, I'm actually talking about a smell, but yet they're not that attractive either. If you really want to go there, I was just talking about the fragrance.
Okay, so Krishna's feet are different, very different.
Okay. Is it 6 a.m. back home?
No, they started at 6 a.m. It's almost 7 now.
Okay, that's what I meant. Is it 6 when we started? Okay. All right, let's have a takeaway there,
Oh,
Pranpriya.
Pranpriya's here. There you go.
When we're in India, we call her Pranpriya. At home, we call her Pranapriya.
Yeah. That's why she needs the pop guard. Took away the pop guard.
Oh, yeah. Krishna's expert dancing relieves our fear and distress.
That's pretty good.
Smash that stubborn head.
Smash that stubborn head. That's a t-shirt.
What are 101 prominent heads?
If you made a smash that stubborn head mug, people might use the mug to smash someone's head.
That's a good point.
Wait, say that one again about what are 101 prominent
Yes.
heads? I want to know what an unprominent head is. Like a little dopey. That's my little dopey head.
Maybe they just fight it out amongst themselves, and certain ones just have to
Like
kind of
there's
kick
a
back.
there's like a pecking order.
Nature always has a pecking order.
It really does.
Sometimes women are attracted to bad boys.
Yes.
Krishna is the giver of ultimate shelter. You're thinking about bad boys still in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Whatever difficulty through, purify our contamination.
Yeah.
Time for reading the chat board.
Huh?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Well, when can I read the chat board? Ever?
After
Why even have a chat board if I can't read it?
You can't,
they're talking to
yeah.
each other.
They're talking to there's other people besides you in there.
All right.
Oh, you made it bigger. Thank you. But get your hands off my computer.
It's okay,
Get your
it's okay.
delicate model hands.
We've all got a little serpent wickedness in us.
I said I did. I didn't say we all did.
Well, I do also, but I'm not
Thank
sure
you.
about anyone else.
Serpent. You're like an earthworm. little wiggler. Wiggler.
Fun little caterpillar.
It's the spiny, spiky, poisonous kind. Forgive and release envy and resentment. And yeah, I'm getting
Get that music together.
and
Funky music prana.
and what did Kāliya do to get Krishna's lotus feet upon his head?
What did he do in a previous life? Very interesting. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you, Pranapriya.